Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of Funeral Home Confessions. My name is Morty Stein, and I will be your host for this channel. I've been a mortician, funeral director for over 35 years. And the reason why I wanted to start this channel is because I get a lot of questions being a mortician. When people find out what I do for a living, well, they're either freaked out or they're fascinated. There's really no in between. For the people that are fascinated, they have a lot of questions for me. And that's why I wanted to start this channel, to answer your questions and let you know all about the inner workings of death, funerals, and what really goes on inside a funeral home. Before we get into our first question, do me a favor, just hit that like button on this video. And also, if you can do me a solid, please subscribe to this channel. Doesn't cost you anything, and you'd be doing me a solid because it really helps out this channel. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it, shall we? Our first question comes from actually my TikTok channel, Funeral Home Confessions. And my first question is, hi Morty. Hello. Do you think anyone can become a mortician, or does it need to be someone mentally strong? And also, what sort of skills would you need to become one? Well, let's take this and just kind of break your question down a little bit. First part, do you think anyone could become a mortician? Absolutely. I truly believe anybody can do this job. You have to have a passion for it, though. It's a job where not everybody can do it, or a job where not everybody wants to do it. So, to be mentally strong, it's very helpful because you're dealing with families on the worst day of their life. And you want to be empathetic, you want to be sympathetic, but you don't want to get too emotionally attached because you will definitely burn out. But you want to be there and you want to help these families guide through the process. So absolutely, anyone can do this if you have the willingness to do it and the passion for it. Passion's a key word because, like I said, not everybody can do this job. What sort of skills would you need to become a mortician? Well, here in California, to become a licensed mortician, if you wanted to be a funeral director, for example, because here in California we are a dual licensed state, which means you need to have a license to be a funeral director and a separate license to be an embalmer. To be a funeral director here in California, you have to have an AA degree or equivalent. The equivalent would be 60 units, and it can be in any subject as long as you have the 60 units, or if you have an AA degree, your AA degree can be in any major, any topic that you want to study. Something that you're passionate about, something that you're good at, that you think can apply to this job. To be a licensed mortician, to be a licensed embalmer, you have to go through what is called mortuary school. A mortuary science program here in California, there are 2 colleges, and it's a 2-year program. And after the end of the program, you will get an associate of science degree, an AS degree in funeral service education. During the course of the program, you learn everything about funeral directing and working at a funeral home. Everything from accounting and bookkeeping to funeral directing, merchandising, chemistry, anatomy, embalming. So there's a lot to it. What I would suggest that you do, if that's something that you want to do, if you want to go to mortuary school and be a licensed embalmer, whether here in California or any state that you are, before you apply to mortuary school, I would really study up on your sciences, especially anatomy and physiology. The mortuary science program here in California, the requirement to apply is you have to have take an accounting class, and also you have to take and pass anatomy and physiology. The chemistry and the biology in the program, it's pretty tough. So I would really study on your sciences so you can kind of get a basic understanding of the human body, how it works, chemical breakdowns, because you are dealing with a lot of chemicals, embalming fluids, and all kinds of different chemicals for the embalming process and for restorations too. But in other states, I'm not sure what their requirements are, so I'm sure you can Google it and you can find out what the requirements are in your state. So I hope that answers your question. If you have a question, just leave it right there in the comments and I'll get to your questions and I'll answer your questions right here on this channel, Funeral Home Confessions. My TikTok channel is still up. Don't know how much longer, but it's Funeral Home Confessions, Morty Stein on TikTok. You can leave questions there and we'll answer your questions. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.